So as far as I can tell, we are around the halfway point of Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Assuming this is about the length of Bowser's Inside Story, which is apparently what it is, according to How Long to Beat and various forums and other sources and whatnot. But that notwithstanding, first things first, we need to take down this Bowser Jr. papercraft. After which, there is a good bit of backtracking. And so I'm not expecting to get much farther than the backtracking, just in case that takes longer than I expect. It'd be great if we could press on further, but we'll just see. And I feel like I'm slowly coming to the realization that I want this series to come back, and I think it's a shame that Alpha Dream had to go under in general, because that's always a shitty thing. But I can definitely see, I mean, even at the time, I felt it as somewhat of an even more casual fan of this series back when I was growing up, right? Skipped over Partners in Time, fell off a Dream Team, etc., etc. But I can see where at least the general public was getting tired, or the general audience for these games was getting tired of these releases by this point. Because I don't think this game is a bad game by any means. It's just, I've gone into it in the past couple of streams, it's just a little bit standard. And the things about it that make it not standard are like, I'm kind of like lukewarm on, like these papercraft battles and the toad hunts and whatnot. Like, they're fine. They're totally fine. When you dash with Peach, your parasol opens to deflect projectiles, okay. When you throw Peach, it'll open a parasol, allow it to fly farther, okay. After a throw, press A before landing on an enemy, okay, cool. My point being, though, is, like, I took time between some of these games. I, like, can't talk and do that at the same time. That was a waste. Oh, I see, I overshot. Depth perception was a little bit tricky there. Like, I took some breaks before... I still need to figure out how this works exactly. I took some breaks in between some of these games, and I'm still feeling like I am kind of... I wouldn't even say necessarily burning out, but I'm kind of like... almost of the mentality of like, yeah, maybe 5 games was too many. At least in that particular span of time. Which, granted, was over a decade, but I'm like... I wonder. Because it's not like they were spamming these games like Mega Man or anything like that. Even considering the Paper Mario games earlier on. I mean, I guess you had, like, Superstar Saga, and then Thousand Year Door came out... Oh, I see. And Thousand Year Door came out, like, what, a year after Superstar Saga or something like that? And then you had Partners in Time, like, the year after that. So yeah, maybe early on, there were too many Mario RPGs coming out. Like, too quickly, at least. To, you know, let the market breathe or whatever. But, like, later on, once we get to this point, Paper Mario had kind of moved on from the more traditional RPG side of things, or had been for a while. And so really it's like, what? Bowser's in 2009. I should focus. Bowser's in 2009, Dream Team 2013, this game 2016, 2015, 2016, something like that. So it was like 4 years for Dream Team, and this was like 2 or 3. And I feel like this very well could have been one of those things where not even just not putting the remakes on 3DS and putting them on Switch instead, which I've talked about a lot, which would have just made sense because the Switch like existed. But even something like this, I feel like maybe should have been held. Like they should have taken longer. Although then again, if Alpha Dream is running low on funds by this point, then maybe they needed to get another game out to try to recoup. And like, you know, get revenue for making more projects in the future. Maybe they couldn't afford to wait, right, to release this for another year or two. It's just a tricky thing. Because, you know, it's all hypotheticals anyway, at this point, because what's done is done, but... Sometimes I think it's good for video game series to take some significant time off. Now the problem is when that time off appears to be indefinite, and it's unclear if we would ever get a new title. That's like the shitty thing, of course. And it's like, okay, what if... Like, I feel like the Superstar Saga remake was justified. And then BIS does seem redundant. That's something that I've gone into and that the fandom has been very vocal about for years at this point. But... like, imagine if the BIS remake was, like, a new game instead. Like, instead of remaking that one, they did a new game. I'm like, would it have made a difference? I'm not entirely sure. Especially if it came out on 3DS still, that late. Because, you know, Fire Emblem, Metroid... Maybe there's another example of a series that put out a new entry. Well, I guess they were both remakes, but still. At least a new release, even if it's not like a brand new game. Well, that's the tricky thing, is like a remake is a new game, but like not in the same vein as like a new entry. Point being, is that a newly released Metroid game and a newly released Fire Emblem title, despite being coincidentally the remakes of the second entries in those respective series in the same year on a dying platform, when a new platform already existed, it's like, it's a very similar situation. And of course we got Metroid Dread eventually, and then like, you know, Three Houses came later on too. Both of which were new titles for the Switch, and they were both fucking fantastic. Easily among, if not, like, very strong contenders for the best in their entire long-running series. I feel like for Fire Emblem that's like less of a definitive thing. Definitely more of a taste thing, whereas Dread, I feel like it's kind of hard to debate that Dread isn't the best 2D Metroid title. But like, pretty much all the 2D Metroids have something going for them. Like, even Fusion, which I'm not really big on, has something unique that it brings to the table. Although, I gotta say, a Metroid Fusion remake, which I may have brought up in the past, a Metroid Fusion remake would go super fucking hard. You make the SAX actually threatening beyond the first playthrough. Like, you literally do the Mr. X Resident Evil 2 thing of having it actually stalk you throughout the entire station. Oh my god. That would be amazing. That's like a dream game for me, legitimately. And that's another case for, like, it's similar to Final Fantasy VIII, where I'm like, I kind of want Final Fantasy VIII to get remade over some of my favorites because of that missed potential. And I feel like Fusion is kind of a similar case for me. I mean, I'll take remakes of... I mean, I'll take a Super Metroid remake. I mean, fuck it. I used to think that game was untouchable, and it's fantastic still. Like, I mean, it's an all-time classic. It's a must-play. However, as someone whose first Metroid was Super, and as someone who used to kind of put that game on more of a pedestal in its vanilla state, I think that Redux is just like a better way to play. So am I supposed to catch him with the jump or something? Oh, wait, I can dash over these. Maybe that's it. Can I dash over these? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, I think Super Metroid Redux is really the way to play this bitch. Where the fuck did he go? I hate how close the camera is here. God damn. I'm not having a great time with this one so far. It's because I'm having to catch up to him, but what was the point that I was even going into? I guess I was kind of coming to the conclusion, yeah, like a love it or hate it kind of boss fight. I was kind of saying how, like, I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that maybe it was time for this series to be put to rest, at least temporarily. Like, of course I want a new entry now that it's been, you know, however long. I mean, it's been like almost a decade since the last non-remake. It's like, yeah, I'll take a new Mario and Luigi now. But I feel like at the time, like, this game released, I feel like that's a little bit of a hard sell. That's bullshit. Oh, wait, oh, I did land. Oh, shit. Never mind. Yeah, I feel like at the time of Paper Jam, it was almost like, I feel like the series just needed to take a break. Not like a permanent break like Alpha Dream shutting down. That's shitty, but it's, need a recharge. And it's not even because this game is, like, bad. I actually think it's kind of fine. Like, definitely not my first choice, but let's see here. Pretty sure these guys get stunned if you, yeah, if you just charge into them enough. Oh, I forgot to stun on the triggers, that's why. This bitch. Come on. It does kind of feel like Alpha Dream was getting burnt out. Yeah, like that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like this game's not bad, but I think maybe similar to what I've said about the 3D Zelda games, like the formula was getting stale. You know, same thing with Pokemon prior to like X and Y. Like Gen 5 I still hold as like the best in the series, period, and let alone if we're just talking about 2D entries for sure. But at the same time, like, yeah, that formula was getting stale. I will agree with that. But I also feel like with both series, they kind of overcorrected in, like, the wrong ways. Assassin's Creed was kind of the same way. I said that about Assassin's Creed, where, like, Unity was a mess, but Unity was an amazing template for AC going forward. I didn't play Unity until, like, years and years later, either. But, like, from a pure gameplay standpoint, I think Unity would have been, like, the perfect template for Assassin's Creed. Which is a series I don't really care about much anymore, but... Ubisoft decided to overcorrect, and they were like, oh, let's just change things, like, entirely. Yeah, they did do Syndicate, which was kind of similar to Unity-ish. But also not really. Kind of. Alpha Dream was going through a lot of internal changes at the time. Yeah. I was also saying, like, what if they held this game, or what if they just held off on a new release? But if they were really, like, starting to hurt for cash, they probably needed to put out something to keep people on payroll and all that. So it's a tricky thing. What's up, Eric? The scenarios they came up with were too complex, like the other options. Yeah. I wonder, they probably just couldn't afford to wait until the Switch came out for this game. Because this was like, what, 2015 or 2016 or something like that? Oops. So it's like, yeah. And now it's one of those things where, like, people want the series to come back, and I'd be there for a new entry, but it's also not going to be Alpha Dream. And, like, maybe they do manage to get some of the old Alpha Dream staff to get in on it, or at least like the higher ups, right? But like the leads or whatever, the design leads and shit like that. But even that, like, maybe we're in like a Mega Man Battle Network Star Force scenario where maybe they're better off just doing a new series or something, like a new Mario RPG series. I'm still not entirely sure. Oh, I'm supposed to deflect these at him, that's why. Right? No, they seem to just break when I dash into them. There we go. I don't know what that was, but okay. You bitch. There we go. Oh, you're an asshole. Slow down. Ugh, dude. I'm dealing damage at least. Bowser's DX. I think they couldn't even afford to do. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know it's easy from a consumer perspective to be like, well, why wouldn't you just put it on Switch? Because the Switch existed. But it's also like, yeah, they were really hurting for cash, and so could not afford to build it for a higher end system like that, you know? There's Mario and Rabbids, that's true. Also, apparently the second one sold terribly. And so I kind of don't think we're going to get another one of those. The problem is it's a Ubisoft game, and so they tend to go on sale very steeply and very quickly. And so it's almost like, why would I bother buying this at launch when I could buy it for 6 months to a year later for like a fraction of the price? And like, I bought the first Rabbids for like, but you know, like the gold edition was on sale for like not even 20 bucks or something. That's like a pretty common price point. $15.99 maybe? Maybe it was closer to $19.99, but I got the first one for cheap, like with all the DLC and everything. So I was gonna probably do the same thing with the second one. From what I understand, the second one is better. But the second one looked cool. Yeah. That's BS. God damn it. I don't know if I have enough energy to do this, but let's see. Okay, we got him with the bomb. I think you're supposed to wait for him to do it. Yeah, do that, and then you hit him. Alright, then he should just die to dashes. I just need to recharge once more. But it's so shitty, too, because, like, the Switch... Like, there's so many niche franchises on the Switch whose new entries sold gangbusters just simply for being on the Switch. And so if Alpha Dream could have just survived just, like, a little bit longer... They could have... Even if they put out something as, like, middling as this game... Which, again, this game's fine. Like, if they put something out, like, even at this quality, which is not, like, their peak... It would have sold well, because, like, Pikmin 4 and, like, Animal Crossing... Which Animal Crossing was, like, a decent seller on 3DS, I think. But nowhere near what it was on the Switch. And, like, pretty much any other niche franchise on the Switch. Like, Luigi's Mansion 3 sold, like, an insane amount. And shit like that. And I'm not saying that's, like... It's just because, like, Luigi's Mansion is more of a niche title, but that game got a lot of critical praise, so I'm not too surprised. But yeah, series that previously weren't like big sellers have done their best on Switch. Metroid's another example. I don't know how many units Metroid Dread sold though. Probably not a ton, but I think it outsold probably like the rest of the series. Wouldn't be surprised. Because Metroid, similar to Mega Man, is one of those series where it's like an entry hitting over 1 million like never happens. Or rarely. Has happened in the past. Mario RPGs are in a weird spot. With the seeming death of Mario and Luigi, revival of Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario, yeah. And so that's where I'm kind of like... Because, you know, Mario RPG is fine. It's good. And then, like, the Paper Mario games I like. I don't know that I like them as much as these games, especially from a gameplay front, but I would take another entry in those series. I wouldn't complain. It's kind of one of those scenarios I was getting into with, you know, Ocarina and Majora, and it's like, well... Or, like, Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, and the whole, like, how can you like one but not like the other, or feel like when they're so, like, kind of peas in a pod? It's less so the case with Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, especially because Paper Mario has strayed a lot from what it started as. But I think it's pretty safe to say that if you like at least the first 2 Paper Marios, or if you like the Mario and Luigi games, you probably like the other, at least to some degree. It'd be a little bit weird if you didn't. Even if you have a strong preference towards one or the other. And so, like, for me, someone who probably favors these games from a gameplay standpoint, I would take another Paper Mario in the, like, 64,000 Year Door style. But I think a new... Because, like... I wonder... Bit nitpicky with Paper Mario, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, no, I feel you, They're different. They're different enough to where, like... Yeah, I could see someone feeling, like, a little more lukewarm on one or the other, but... there are a good number of similarities that I think at least keep them enjoyable to fans of the opposite series. But yeah, I kind of feel like a new Mario RPG series might be warranted. We'll see how Thousand Year Door does, though. I think it's going to sell well because it's a beloved GameCube game that's getting a remake on the Switch, which is like, you know, one of the best-selling game systems ever. And like I was saying, even the most niche of niche titles or series on Switch have sold pretty much better than they ever have. In like 9 out of 10 cases. Maybe even 10 out of 10 cases, honestly. Like, is there an instance where maybe Mario Sports or something was like kind of a dud, but yeah, the dark era of New Super Mario Bros. Style RPGs that are yeah, for sure. Yeah, if they go back to it, I would hope they don't do something super generic. And like maybe if they start a new series, maybe they err on the generic side to start with, but I think a lot of the appeal, Mario feeling insecure that he's not as good as Paper, yeah. That's fair. But, what was I saying? I think that the appeal of both Paper Mario and these games, at least like the most popular titles in Mario and Luigi, are kind of the wild directions that the stories go in, and like kind of the more zany sorts of setups compared to just Princess is Captured, go rescue her from Bowser, which is kind of where we're at right now in this game. Although in this case it's Bowser Jr., so that's like the tiniest twist possible. They twisted the knob like 2 degrees. It's like, yeah, it's a twist, but like, not really. Part of the appeal, how weird the games are. Yeah, no, exactly. I feel like that's a lot of the appeal too. So I would hope they don't err on the generic side if they do a new one. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be. If it was a brand new series, I feel like that's usually how these things go. So Tiny Twist already done in New Super Mario DS, yeah. This was in the tropics, right? In the dungeon. Oh, and we have the tunnel ability now, so we can actually go up that wall once we open it. Yeah, I feel kind of bad because I'm a little bit checked out of this game narratively, honestly. Feeling like a little bit fatigued on these games, despite taking breaks from them, which is what kind of like led me to that realization of like, maybe this series was getting a little bit tired by the time it ended, and I can understand the waning interest from the general audience. So the dungeon was... Do I have to go down to the thing? Game story isn't really much. There's a few moments. Yeah, go to Bowser's Castle. Psych. And like try to go again. Psych. Can I sprint up these? No? It's kind of lame. Oh, Nabbit's here again? Yeah, I never like being dismissive of a game's story, at least in the beginning. But it's kind of what I was getting into with Dream Team, where it's like, well, if you don't kind of prove that your story is worth paying attention to in the early hours, like the most interesting things don't have to happen in the early hours, but you gotta like earn the player's trust in that regard. Whole Midway mix up with the usual Bowser plot. Already done this in the second half of Superstar Saga. What, with like Bowser Jr. technically like kind of being more threatening than his dad? Although in that case it was like, you know, Bowser getting taken over by Cackletta and whatnot. And I would go out of my way to dig up these beans in the older areas, but I know we're gonna have to double back later on. Just gonna hold off. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, no need to spoil it. Even though I've kind of checked out on this game's story, like I'm fine with keeping some things a surprise. So this is the dungeon, right? I think so. No. This is a cool moment. I'll keep an eye out for that. I'm assuming we're pretty close to that. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is connected to the dungeon. Wait, no, it's not, isn't it? No, it's not. Yeah, like after this backtracking segment, I think Bowser's Castle is literally next. How the fuck do I get... Oh, is it to the right then? Must be. It's like the heal block. I don't think I've gotten into combat at all, but... Oh wait, I didn't flip this over. Yeah, after this backtracking, we go to Bowser's, and then there's like more backtracking. And then you go to Neo Bowser's. That's all I know. Oh, nice.
Go time!
Go time! Oops. Oh, whoops. Everything between the two Bowser's Castle visits is backtracking, as far as I know, yeah. Right, and we've already been to, like, all the areas in the game besides Bowser's Castle. As far as I know, at least. Nice. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to be efficient as far as development is concerned. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it is more or less like BIS and Dream Team, just yeah, without the other world. So now Paper Mario's turn, right? So I can copy back up. And Luigi gets the hammer. Oh. I see, I think. Starting to understand that move. The patterns... I do think, though... I think these 3DS games have better combat, though, than the previous ones, largely speaking. BIS is pretty much around the same, but... mechanically. But I do like the combat in these 3DS titles. That's probably like the main aspect that prevents them from feeling like a drag. For me, at least. Yeah, the gameplay is really good, and I think that's why I haven't played much of the Superstar Saga remake since I last talked about it. So I'm still, like, at the beginning of the Beanstar, like, fetch quest thing. But, I think that's why I was kind of the mind that I was preferring the remake a little bit more, was just because of some of the gameplay stuff. But then again, that first act of the game is great in the GBA game too. It's really like that middle section that I'm not too hot on, so it kind of still remains to be seen how I feel. The underwater was a lot better, I think. Yeah, ish. Yeah, around the halfway point, I would say. 3/5 is probably a good way to put it, yeah. It's like the Beanstar is like 1/5, and then like Joke's End plus the final dungeon. Yeah, something like that. I think both versions are good, though. I wonder if I was a little too harsh on Superstar Saga when I was playing it. I mean, the aspects that like the parts of the game that I wasn't too fond of, I still probably feel that way, but it is one of those things where, like, the more... Dude, DeviantArt's gonna have a wild time with that one. But, game splits pretty evenly. Pacoletta and Balletta arcs. That's a good way to put it, yeah. That's a good way to put it. But I feel like the more... It really is sometimes that you just need context of playing other games in the series. So I think my harshness towards Superstar Saga in a vacuum, like just talking about that game, are appropriate, but when compared to most of the other games in the series, I would say that Superstar Saga still is pretty high up there for me. Like, it's definitely number 1 or 2. It's probably... I don't know, I can't help but feel like my takes on Mario and Luigi are maybe a little bit basic. Where it's like, yeah, BIS and Superstar Saga are probably the best two overall. And then I'm like, I think I framed it this way last time, where it was like, there might be other aspects that I prefer in the other games, but as a whole, as an overall package, factoring in everything, I feel like BIS and Superstar Saga are number 1 and 2, and then probably, just because Dream Team's gameplay is so good, despite its problems with its pacing and tutorials and all that junk, that would probably be my third pick. Definitely between that and Partners in Time for 3 and 4. I might even be torn between this title and Partners in Time, if only because Partners in Time just doesn't feel as fleshed out as a lot of the other games. Like, this game's pretty bland narratively, but the gameplay and, like, the systems and stuff like that feel... They feel fleshed out to the point where I'm like, convinced. I'm, like, convinced by these systems and how they fit together and all that. Even if the toad hunting and the papercraft and that shit can get a little monotonous, and I'm kind of lukewarm on it. Like, PIT probably has higher highs, but they're both, like, kind of... I don't know, PIT has, like, more interesting ideas, but it doesn't, like, flesh them out as thoroughly, maybe. Still a good game, though. Still a good game. I might even I'd probably lean towards Partners in Time compared to this, if only because this game's a little generic. So I gotta give points to creativity, even though, from a gameplay standpoint, PIT is kind of lacking. Overall, the boss fights are good. What's up, Antonio? Oh, late. We'll get the timing eventually. This boss is the easiest to know what you're doing. But we shall see. We shall see if I know what I'm doing. Nice chip. A little early. Gotta get the timing on that. Oh shit. Okay. There's Bomb Derby. Oh, and we're maxed on this, so we might as well use the EXP boost then. Start using some of these, now that I've stocked back up. We'll copy up on that. This is actually pretty good too, because then I can get back to full. Because I want to try not to dip below... I want to try to keep my star points pretty high if I can help it. Unless I absolutely, like... If I'm in a fight where, like, I absolutely need to use everything. Yikes. Oh god. Nice. What does this one do again? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go back. Whatever. That's fine. So we just revive Mario here. This boss is pretty neat, actually. Kind of like a horde sort of thing. As opposed to being a single target or whatever. That's really good damage. Some chip. And then it's on Luigi's side, right? Yeah, I knew it, but I didn't react properly. Oh shit, okay. They got like the delayed one, where one of them starts running in place but the other doesn't. Okay. I see you, I see you. Yeah, Bowser has a whole ass football team that he deploys for combat purposes too. Maybe I should use the POW booster. Nice. Oh, we'll use this because I'm pretty high on star points. Maybe good to use the coin one too, in fact. I might as well on bosses. Lit. And it's middle, right? Yeah. Well, I guess one of the copies hit it, but I also got hit in turn. God damn it. I see how this works, kinda. Not really. I see how it works, I just didn't like execute on it. Ooh. I feel like I need to copy up, because I can always double one up if Luigi dies. We'll see if this works. Ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum. I know, like, this applies per enemy, so I feel like this boss in particular is a good place to rack up on experience. Because it applies to each enemy. So if I got, like, a 25% booster on guys I already killed... Because I don't think it stacks, it probably doesn't. And then you apply the 50, which probably overwrites the 25 on guys who are still alive. But anyone who wasn't here before for the 25, I'm getting 50% more on them. We'll use this. Just to be safe. They're all in Mario's row. Oh shit. I thought it was on Luigi's row. Whoops. Whoops. Just being able to get multiple hits on him, though. Yeah, I'm like so close to going through this entire deck that I might as well use all of these to get it reshuffled. I feel like I should use maybe a regular nut this turn. Hey, it's the GameCube game, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. What's going on? I hear your remake is coming out soon. Might as well use this. Good damage. Nice. They'll probably call more, but that was so shit. Okay. Alright, yeah, so they're weak. Call a couple more guys in. Oh, a lot more. Oh shit. Hey, yo. Chase. Alright, the first time I've seen this attack, so. Uh-oh. That's nice damage. Luigi really took the brunt of it, but oh, I haven't tried this one yet. Use the circle pad. Oh, it's not gyro this time. Man, oh man, Dream Team could have been way less frustrating if there was no gyro. And if it was just circle pad, like that would have been so perfect. Use the circle pad to steer your characters around the spiral. You can press Y to dive faster. As there's as many rings as possible, you collect enemies simply by flying through them on your way down. At the bottom, press A just so you reach the platform to punch through. Okay. So we go for it. I don't know how this is gonna look, but these attacks are actually pretty fun. Oh, I see. Nice. Oh, missed one, okay. Just a ring. Damn. I'm really fucking it up in the late stages, aren't I? There we go. Cool. So they're all in the middle now. Which is easy enough because of the echo effect. Most of these guys are new, so I feel like I apply the 50% bonus to the ones who just showed up. At the very least. I don't have enough for Bomb Derby. And I feel like coins, we just do the same thing. Just ascend into the air after the attack is done. That attack, I like the paper attacks, they're cool. I'm into them. Do I just heal Luigi here to make sure? Maybe it's a waste. I wish I had like one more BP so I could do a Bomb Derby, but... yeah. Chase again, okay, redemption. So when they do the long roll, I need to use the paper airplane, but when they do the staggered one, that's not the case. Yeah, like this one. Yeah. Oh, and that hit. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, that makes more sense. That's kind of BS, but the bros are alive, so that's my bad on the Paper Mario one. Oof. Oof. I do have double 1-ups, so I'm not like too worried. Well, now I'm worried. You fucking asshole. You're kidding me, dude. Early. Let's apply the EXP boost early. Owie zowie, yeah, exactly. At least I know the patterns now. So in theory I should be able to play better. Now that I actually know how the attacks pan out, I do have the power booster, let's use that immediately. It's like, I'm so bad when you have the heavy gravity. Whether it be from carrying a bro or from like, you know, Kakuletta's little drop attack in Superstar Saga or whatever, I'm just like I'm not used to that timing, like the delayed jump. With the hammer, it's easier in these later games because you can hold it infinitely. It's just getting it prepped takes a little longer. With the jump though, I've always been bad at that. A trio attack here, right? I feel like it's just better, yeah. Try this again. Oh, damn it. Okay. That one's moving kind of quick. Ah, damn. Got that one. Okay, not bad. Missed like, what, 2 or 3? Am I supposed to spam A at the bottom? Yeah, heavy G. I've just never been good at reacting with that. It's like such a rare effect that you rarely, like, you don't really have to deal with it that much. So I don't get a lot of practice with it, that's why. Probably should have used that earlier, but meh. This only... Oh, this targets all? Move the drop chopper. Higher it goes. Aim for the enemies. I'd rather just go for Fire Flower for chip damage. That was almost too early. Flip. Use that. I don't know. It's hard to tell if the 25% one is still in effect or not. Go over this again. The problem with the last battle was, like, at least early on, one character was dying, and so I couldn't do these trio attacks early until I figured out patterns and was able to actually dodge. Shit. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you can spam A. Okay, that's what I was messing up then. Or maybe that's what happens when you get all of them. I don't fucking know. I spammed A anyway, just in case. That was massive. That was actually huge damage. Okay, so it's middle first, and then Luigi twice. Oh, nice. They're still not quite doing the staggered one, which indicates to me that they're not quite past, like, the halfway mark, maybe. We still have the POW boost from last time, so I'll just keep attacking. I'm so shit, dude. Granted, that was like the first major mistake of the fight thus far, but... Go for another one of these. What's up, Space Cowboy? You'll be happy to hear that I did start Yakuza 0 over the weekend. So I'm like finally digging into that series. I only played like the first 45 minutes or so. So I'm like very early. But that's gonna be kind of my like slow burn. Meanwhile, I'm like trying to finish Strange Journey and maybe squeeze in an SMT4 playthrough before 5 Vengeance comes out, if I can. But the Yakuza's journey has begun. Oh, whoops. Missed 2. Or I missed a ring and I missed... I kind of screwed that one up a little bit. First impression? I mean, it's cool. I mean, Kiryu... I mean, I only played like not even an hour of it. Like, I saved at the very first toll booth you even can save at, or phone booth. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting so far. Not really a ton to chew on thus far because I'm so early, but I dig the vibe, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. Because I was kind of like, I've been playing so much turn-based stuff lately, because of course I went through the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, and you know, I had a little stint with Mega Man X there for a little while. I did beat X4 for the first time. I don't know if I mentioned that on stream or not. That was like a while ago now, a few weeks ago. But as I was like playing Strange Journey, I was like, I feel like I need to play an action game or something, because like I like turn-based, but I was getting like a little bit like I need to play an action-oriented game, or it's been a while. I was like, okay, Yakuza's kind of like the next thing on my list. We'll go for that. The main thing is I just want to take it slow with that series because there's so many entries. Alright, so Mario no longer has the power boost, so maybe I should use this because I'm assuming this will wear off on the next turns for Luigi and Paper. Damn it. Oh, you started back BN6 yourself? Oh, nice. Doing all the requests? Ooh. Yeah, good luck. There's that one that requires you to, like, get all the mega chips tangentially, which is, like, not... I mean, it's, like, fun in its own way, but it's, like... This should not be a prerequisite for a request, in my opinion. I guess that's something to consider once I eventually get to BN6 post-game stuff. I mean, I already have all the mega chips. So it's similar to BN4 where it's like, well, I have all the standard chips, in one version at least. That's like a pretty big step done. Same deal with the mega chips in BN6. Chase again. Shouldn't be any worse than 3 or 5s, yeah. No, for sure. We'll get there eventually. This chase really isn't that bad, once you actually know what you're doing. Dude, how have they not done the stagger yet? I'm really surprised. I almost feel like I should use these up, but maybe we can just use those at the beginning of the next boss fight or some shit. They didn't even do the stagger charge once. I'm gonna try the drop chopper just because it hits all. Actually with the circle pad too. Nice. They did not do the stagger charge at all. That's crazy. $2,400 is a shit ton, man. Oh my god. Like, we're cooking. The double level up. That's when you... I mean, I had the 50% boost on a lot of them, but that's when you know you're under-leveled. Although I guess Luigi and Paper Mario are going to level up very shortly, because they're like slightly behind Mario. Like one encounter behind. In fact, I might even just go out of my way to go fight one more real quick. I will save, though. Not zoom in. Save. Yeah, I don't really want to fight these guys, but... Oh, no, wait, I can fight the, whatever these... Oh. I tried. I should have dashed. Oh, well. Oh, shit. I don't quite know all their patterns yet. But, even though Ghost of Tsushima does drop on PC, like, at the end of the week, I think I'm actually gonna wait. I do really legitimately want to play it. And I wouldn't have a problem spending full price on it. However, because I just started Yakuza, I'm like, well... That means I'm not gonna start... I wouldn't actually start Tsushima until, like, who knows when. But that'll always be there, available to purchase, and who knows, maybe by the time I get around to wanting to play it, it will be on sale, which I would not complain about. But I could see that being kind of an interstitial game between the later Yakuza entries or something. Because I also have the 2 Nier games that I need to play as well. Oh shit, way too early. Oh, I didn't use a single one-up that time. Nice. But yeah, I could see my kind of play order being something like, you know, Yakuza 0, then we do Nier Replicant. Maybe I jump into Kiwami 1, depending on how I'm feeling, but you know, Nier Replicant would be the next one, and like do another Yakuza, then do Automata, do another Yakuza, and then get around to Ghost of Tsushima or something. Something like that. Kind of like keep things spaced out, you know. What's up, Gustavo? Alright, so I need to do one more encounter for Paper to level up, but I want to go heal real quick. see. Because we're only an hour in. I don't feel like there's a ton more backtracking to do before Bowser's, based on like the quick glimpse that I did on that walkthrough. Alright, I don't think I fought these guys, so I don't know what the tell is. Way too early. Way too early. At least you can't get juggled by those, that's nice. Dude, the biology of these guys must be fucking wild, though. They can just, like, spit up spike balls, no issue. They produce these things. Like, do they produce them? Or is it a matter of, like, they store them in there for later? They seemingly have an infinite supply. A little unsettling to consider. Little birds where they swallow stones. Yeah, it could be. Like they kind of swallow like a smaller spike ball or something. Maybe that's what they eat. I don't know. I'm way overthinking something that like does not actually have canonical relevance, but it is kind of funny to think about though. I like this one. Oh, that's lame. Easy clap. That's gonna decide the final boss. Yeah, Bowser's gonna quiz me. Dude, there's some Banjo-Kazooie shit. The quiz at the end. Dude, that shit... I still remember playing... Because I played that game for the first time in college through Rare Replay. Which I'm surprised is not on Steam. But either way, it's like that quiz at the end, that shit can be tough, actually. I forget if dude, I did so many attempts on that. I wonder if I did the glitch. No, wait, I think there's a glitch where you can freely walk around, but maybe you don't actually get to skip it. Or no, there is like a skip glitch for the quiz, I want to say. I forget what it is. I don't know if I did that or not. Can't remember. But that is like a cool idea for being a part of the final boss gauntlet. Yeah, I think there's definitely some kind of skip, but it's something where like you fall in the lava maybe before you start the quiz, and then you respawn, but the quiz doesn't start, or something like that. Whatever it is, it's not... I don't think it's super hard to execute. Our paper gets his level up. We hit the heal block, and then we go back to the dungeon. God damn. My neck is like super stiff for like no reason. But yeah, so I think Gustavo, I had mentioned like just before you showed up that I started Yakuza 0 over the weekend. Only played like not even an hour of it, so I can't really say much about it, but that is something that I'm gonna start chipping away at. But of course, I gotta finish up Strange Journey, and like I'm seemingly pretty close to the end of Strange Journey, but some of these late game areas are a little bit longer, kind of, sort of. Like I'm in the second to last area, and I think I'm pretty close to the end of the second to last area, but I don't know how massive the last area is going to be. And then, honestly, based on how quickly I somehow made it through most of Strange Journey, I feel like I can squeeze a playthrough 4 of SMT4 in if I like really double down on my game time playing that. Oh, that's right, the jail or whatever is connected to the beach, not the desert. You can see Paper Luigi in the sound test. Oh, really? I'll check that out later. It's kind of fun. I don't think I've been through here yet. Oh no, I have. Oh, this is like actually the way back. Does that mean I skipped? Yeah, I did skip that area. Hold up. I want to get those stat boosters, so that way I don't have to worry as much about being underleveled. Not that I'm worried, but it's more so just a precaution. Able to pick up SMT3 physical? Oh shit. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, Nocturne's great. It's a great game. Story's pretty sparse, but you've played SMT5, so I would assume it's a similar scenario, because that's kind of how SMT tends to be. Could play 3 through 5. Yeah, 4 is also very much worth checking out. I reacquired SMT4, we'll say, and there is actually an HD texture pack for that game, for Citra. So it looks fucking amazing, actually. Well, okay, at least the textures do, like the 2D stuff does. The 3D models still look very 3DS-esque, which is, like, understandable, but as long as the ambiance is there. Oh yeah, like, these games all nail atmosphere. And if you're ever able to get your hands on Strange Journey, even if it is the 3DS version, that would also be yeah, why are these sea creatures? Yeah, I don't know how these cheaps manage to fly on land. That's a little odd. A little disturbing. But Strange Journey, I feel like in the Megaten community it doesn't get forgotten because it's so unique. It's very much inspired by like the original 2 SMT games on Super Famicom. Although it's a DS game. And then they did a 3DS remake, which is like kind of questionable in some of its changes, but I think it's still a fine way to experience the game if that's all you have access to. But it's like very different. It's like much more old school. There's no press turn. It's like a first-person dungeon crawler. And it's like very oriented around the dungeon crawling aspect. And all of that. And yet it still nails the atmosphere, even despite being like a pretty old school style game. And the plot premise and setup is probably like it's probably my favorite one in mainline. At least, I haven't played SMT 1 or 2, so it's hard for me to say compared to those, but at least from Nocturne on. Like, Nocturne's super cool and the atmosphere is there, but in like the plot setup I can see being intriguing for some people, because it's one of those where like the world just ends within the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game. It's not really a big spoiler or anything. And so, like, there's not really, like, a huge hook besides what the fuck happened and where did my friends go kind of deal. Whereas, like, Strange Journey and 4 have a much more distinct plot setups where they kind of, like, I don't know, I won't spoil anything. It's just, like, Strange Journey's, like, premise is so fucking cool. these you drill into, yeah. So I need to go to the left, right? Yeah, I guess this is fine. This will work. I don't know if I mentioned though, but Strange Journey is technically mainline. They didn't title it SMT4. It's unclear exactly. Like there's kind of like mixed messaging out there. I don't know what is exactly true, but it's some combination of like the fact that it's not set in Tokyo, and maybe the fact that it is more of a throwback title as well. Is why it wasn't called SMT4, but it like kind of technically is. Or well, it's not SMT4 like, but it is the fourth mainline SMT game. Kind of like how Persona 3 is the fourth mainline Persona game. Free to chat tomorrow? I might be able to. Let me think. I probably could for a little bit, yeah. I've just been hella busy lately. I've got like a lot that I'm trying to juggle. But I could probably chat for at least a little bit tomorrow. Let's see. Copy up here. I should probably actually spend these, use these cards so that they reshuffle. So let's do that. So that so that way I'm also not wasting whatever meter I'm building up as well. So we'll just spend this so it can reshuffle, even though it's kind of a waste. I feel like it's more wasteful to keep building points when I'm already at max. Nice. Let's take a look at these stat boosters. Well, there's probably more beans to dig up over here, yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm playing a mainline SMT game currently, because it's nice when a new game is coming out in a series, even if you're not going to make a video on that game, I feel like putting out a video on a game in that series is usually pretty, not always, but like usually pretty good for traffic, because people are like looking into that series at least. So that's like, I feel like I think I put like my Final Fantasy VIII video out around the time that 16 came out. And stuff like that, which is like, they're totally, besides being in the same series, they're not really related that distinctly, but it's just something I like to do when I'm able to. I think Fire Emblem Awakening, that video I put out on the exact date it came to the West, but 10 years later. Video came out 10 years later, which is pretty cool. I wonder if I could do the same thing for Three Houses. I don't remember when that game came out exactly, what time of year. I feel like it was like late summer, early fall, maybe? Like August-ish? It was a September? Maybe it was like July, though, actually, because I picked it up a little bit late. Yeah, yeah, like late summer sounds about right to me. I wonder if I'll be able to pull that off or not. Well, I guess if I'm basically done with mainline SMT by the end of June, I could probably start 3 houses while I'm playing SMT 5 and kind of like do both at the same time, sort of. Especially because I played 3 houses a million times. It's not really that major, as long as I get some videos out this year, because then it can be like, I don't know if I'll title it like this, but kind of like, you know, 3 houses 5 years later. Is 3 houses just as good 5 years later? Did it fall off? Is it overrated now? Like all the fucking classic. I played Fire Emblem 3 houses 5 years later. Does it hold up? I kid, but like, you know that shit's real though. And I'm not saying that my titles are like the most algorithmically friendly, but I just find a lot of titles like that for YouTube videos to be very played out. What are we doing? Are we catching these guys? They're running.
Here we go.
Or we're trying to avoid them? I don't know. Oof. Fair bit of Battle Network 20 years later kind of videos. That's fair, yeah. I'm not making fun of that style of video. It's just like the titles sometimes are like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like too involved in this shit, but sometimes I see a title like that, it's like, I played, fucking pick an iconic game like Chrono Trigger or something. I played Chrono Trigger 30 years later. Does it hold up? And it's like, yes. Yes, it does. like I look at a title like that and I usually answer it to myself where I'm like obviously, yes. And I know there's more to those types of videos than just answering that question, but it's not really enough to get me in the door, personally. But then again, I don't really watch a ton of that style of video game content either. Anymore, at least. I tend to favor like watching more freeform kinds of discussions. It depends though. It depends. I did watch like a short little, well, like a short podcast, but like a long, kind of a long video on the Switch 2, because there's been some beans that have been spilled. I don't know how true a lot of the rumors are, but because like a lot of it's still speculation. But I'm still very curious to see what they do. Very, very curious. And in fact, I hate that this is true, but I've not played The Witcher 3 on PC. I played it like 2 or 3 times on Xbox, but not on PC, so no high frame rate, not really super high resolution either. And because that game turns 10 years old next year, fucking somehow, I would like to replay it and do a video on it. At least one video. Because that game, at least for a time, was my favorite game of all time. Or that's what I considered it to be back in like 2015, 2016. Like, what was it dethroned by? Probably 3 houses, right? As far as like my go-to #1. Nowadays, I have no idea what my number 1 is. That's really bad. Well, actually, that's not terrible, because Luigi kind of catches up to Mario a little bit. Isn't in this area? Okay. You get the medallion back, you could get some coins, too. Oh, okay. And so you're a friend now? Okay. What was I saying, though? Oh yeah, like my current number 1 favorite game of all time, it's like really hard to say. You'd think it'd be Persona 3, and yes, that is definitely up there, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's like an easy number 1 necessarily. Depending on when you ask me, maybe. That's what I would say. That's definitely one of the ones that I would probably default to if someone random was like, you know, what's your favorite game or favorite game you played recently or something, I'd probably just say P3. Mario, let me think. So if I wanted it divisible by 7, it would need to be at 42. Let's do this. Keep these stats pretty even. Although I feel like for power and defense, it's better to min-max, perhaps. Well, is Bowser's Castle gonna be in this episode? I don't know. It depends on how long it takes to get there. I feel like we're pretty close. We're getting closer. Oh no, you're good. Either way works. Either term works. I feel like these guys' stashes are so low that I might as well just go all in on Luigi, right? Because then if Luigi's getting lucky hits, it kind of makes up for his lower power. I think that's the idea. Oh, I can't save right now, okay. I'm guessing this is probably the last thing I need to do before getting to Bowser's, right? Because that gate's gonna lead us to Bowser's Castle. I could maybe see it being something like we do a good chunk of Bowser's Castle today, but then save a boss fight for next time or something, kind of like with the Papercraft for this time. Someone on YouTube is playing Xenoblade 1 solely from reacting to the music from the Definitive Edition. Watching it, a Let's Play with an emphasis on the music, that's interesting. So I guess whenever a new track shows up, they kind of stop and focus in on that. Where was this block again? Can I not see it from here? What's up, Serenity? Oh, but Gustavo, your number 1 right now is probably Xenoblade 3. That's fair. I've heard that game's great. Especially, like, not just on its own, but as a payoff for the rest of the series as well. Oh, and switching between the OG and the rearranged. Yeah, that's super cool. Was the, so was it MIDI on the Wii? Or maybe it was just compressed? And then the Definitive Edition is like full orchestra, like live orchestra? Well, not live, as in they're... Can you imagine, like, they're actually performing as you play? That'd be kind of sick, but also not, like, feasible, really, but... Why did I screw that jump so badly? They're trapped in the CD, yeah. That's funny. Big damage. I hate that these flying fireballs can actually Oh, so when they jump, though they'll fall behind, I want to say. But when they don't jump, those are the ones that'll actually land on you. The echo effect is so broken, but it's also really cool. Like, Paper Mario is so frail that, yeah, he could stand to have some offensive tools that make him a little busted on that front. It's fun. Honestly, I would take a Paper Mario game where he plays a little bit more like he does in this game. I feel like that would be a fun template to base things off of. Wouldn't say compressed. Versus the same, just cleaner. Okay. Maybe it probably is some kind of compression or something like that. But like the Wii had plenty of orchestrated soundtracks. Yeah, if when I ever get around to giving Xenoblade another shot, I'll jump between the two soundtracks just to kind of see what you mean. The guy with the medallion isn't around an M block. Okay. And he was not in that first area either, according to one of them. Can I pull this? He's not near an M block? Is this considered near an M block? Like these guys? I'd probably say that all of these guys are considered near an M block. Yeah, so these guys are near L's. We got the P blocks. I know hitting these are supposed to be for hints, but I know that this area is the P area. Just watch where you step. I'm gonna try this guy that's way out of the way.
Go time.
Restart our Dream Team on hard mode. I'll read the rest of it in a second. Oh shit. Oh, they were a lot slower, I see. Yeah, I don't know the tell for these guys. Can't bro attack. Recombining the ultimate bad. Enemies do so much damage and the attacks are a lot harder to perform. So did they just kind of like tighten up the timings in general? Or do they have... Do they do like tougher patterns just kind of generally? I think that's cool if true, because like usually with hard modes in RPGs it's just like a damage multiplier thing. But I think it's neat when they go the extra mile to actually change how certain things function. Of course he goes for Luigi while he's still burned. Lives on 1 though. Never mind. Ah, shit. Go for this because I'm nearly full on star points. Nice double kill. Lit. It's actually, yeah, I almost feel like I should let Mario die. Let Luigi and Paper Mario get like another encounter's worth of EXP. Timing is a lot tighter. That's cool. It's cool. It's definitely better than just like a damage multiplier thing. Doesn't patrol the prison cells, so I know he's in this area. It's not like super great info, because I knew he was, or I had a feeling at least he was over here. It's, maybe it's this guy? Oof. Wait, okay, fine, fuck off. Terrible. I think actually. I need to oh, the patterns are the same. I need to restock on 1-ups.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You remember this part? I wonder if this is one of those things where they randomize it or not. Oof. I caught the tail, but I didn't react. Way too early. Never read the dialogue, so didn't know what to do and killed almost all of them. That's fair. It's probably good to just get the EXP. Like, apparently you get more coins the fewer guys you kill, but... Oh, he went for Paper Mario twice. Whoops. We're maxed out on points, I might as well just use this. Ah, he's the one with it. Nice. Oh, nice. 100 coins for free? Mm-hmm. That's probably a waste of using that healing card, but it's fine. Now, there's beans. There's another bean. Power bean.
Let's go.
I don't want to just run from these guys. Up, up, I'm gonna get a rank up in another 2 levels. So, like maybe I should grind that out, but we'll just see. I know there's a Koopaling battle coming up somewhat soon, so I'll make sure I save frequently so that way I can decide to grind up to the next rank if I really want to. Oh, so the block was despawned because of the little minigame thing, that's why. I see. Oh, I got more 1-ups, that's good. Good find. This medallion was... Ooh. Forget exactly where it was. I think it is just further this way, though. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go out of my way for these beans, though. Got these, got the 3D world little ant guys. Maybe they were in land too, but I don't think so. 3D land, that is, not land. Or land 2, but you know what I mean. Should probably check over here real quick for beans. Anything? Nothing up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just to the north of here. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's run around once just to see if there's any bean spots. No, I already checked over here, I think. Alright, let's press on. Yeah, I think it'd be good to press on at least a little bit further, even if I don't finish Bowser's Castle today. So that way... Because I think I'll be able to finish this by the end of the week. Like, I think this will be a 6-parter total. At least that's kind of what I'm planning on. Just because I've done, like, kind of longer streams for this one to try to push through a little bit faster. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. But then again, maybe not the worst idea. Oh, shit. Bomb derby it up. No, this game is closer to BIS in terms of length. Thankfully. If this game was just as long as Dream Team, I don't know if I'd be super happy about that. Because I think Dream Team did get a lot of criticism even at the time for the tutorials and for the length. And all of that, and they definitely did listen when it came to developing this. Despite the turnaround being pretty quick. feel like these guys are dead to like one more attack, probably. Oh, not quite. We'll Fire Flower then. Oh, you saw BIS, Paper Jam, and Partners in Time at your retro game store. That's pretty cool. With the hammer. And a really expensive copy of 03. Was it like new in box or something? I don't know how. I mean, I guess GBA games have become more expensive, haven't they? Because there's like literally, there's like rarely, if ever, been an actual way to acquire those specific versions of those games physically in box. Yeah, that's crazy. There's like, as GBA games came in cardboard boxes also. Like I still remember that time for Nintendo games, like GBA and N64 when they came in cardboard. It was like very hard to preserve them. SMT4 physical too, that's cool. That's cool. I think I've mentioned it before, but like SMT4 was almost my first Mega 10 game. Cause like, I remember it catching my eye back when it was new. But I think the $50 price tag and also the weird critical reception of that game. There's one infamous reviewer who called the soundtrack forgettable, which is pretty hilarious. If you listen to SMT4's soundtrack, it's like anything but forgettable, I feel like. Maybe individual tracks blend together, I could maybe kind of see that argument. But the overall musical aesthetic of it is very unique. Particularly once you beat Minotaur and Medusa. If any Mario Luigi came to Switch, your life would be complete. That'd be, yeah. I'm rooting for that to happen. Whether it be a collection or like a remaster of the 3DS titles at least, or like Switch Online for the DS titles or something, or all of the above. Every Atelier game you saw was behind lock and key displays. Ooh. It is more of a niche series, so I would guess that hard copies are more expensive, since they probably didn't sell a ton. I'm gonna use this. Oh, they actually weren't that expensive just on PS3. Oh, they're PS3 games. I gotcha. I don't know if this stacks or not. I'm still gonna use it though, because even if it overwrites the 25% boost, that's still really good. I feel like now I can just rely on regular attacks. I feel like some of these guys will die on the next counter. Oh, 1-up DX is now sick. As expensive as a lock and key display would imply. Sure, yeah. Alright, one more level to the next rank. I feel like that'll be a good place to be at. for the next boss fight if possible. A double. And if not for the next boss fight, then following the next boss fight for sure.
Here we go.
Good chip. I haven't seen this attack yet. I see. This is 20%, 25%. This might be good to use. I should also make sure that I check my equipment before I trigger this next boss fight. I feel like these guys die to a few hits. Yeah. $82 lucky, insane. That Mario level up. Paper Mario, that is. Let me take a look at... I wanted to see what the deal was with these. I feel like I haven't been getting rewards for these. I don't know if I'm supposed to spend these points somewhere. Or what the deal is. Super Boots are actually worse. Blunt Hammer deals 150% on Spinies. It's probably good for Luigi just to give him like a more powerful hammer. Yeah, because Mario's strong enough as it is. Well, maybe I should swap these, actually. Like, give Luigi the singular hammer. Give Mario the blunt hammer. Overall, there's nothing else to pick from. These, though, if none of your characters have fainted, all the user stats go up by 5. That's pretty good. These I need to sell. I feel like that's worth just keeping. Perfect POW, as long as you haven't taken damage. Yeah. Paper Mario, that might not be bad. Oh, nice. It's pretty big. Big damage. Check the boosters. Speed. That to you. I'm trying to max out the stash stat, assuming 99 is the cap. Actually, it probably isn't because his defense is above 100, but I'm still trying to break 100 stash for Luigi's stats. Okay, so I should explore a little bit more thoroughly. And I'm down to fight these guys too, because if I can hit 19, then I get that other rank up. Which means I get Paper Mario his last equipment slot, and I get the bros, ideally something pretty good. Big damage. I should copy up. Should also probably use some of these because I'm very close to a shuffle. And I'll earn a lot of these back pretty quickly. Save that one for the next fight, but... Oh, what the fuck?
Let's go.
Nice. Too bad. You'll go ahead and use this. In fact, I'll use both just to get the shuffle. I like this. I like card systems. I'm not super surprised because I grew up on Battle Network, but I really like the battle card system in this game. But the thing is, like, a lot of card systems in games tend to be relegated to roguelikes, which is, like, not... I've gone into it before. It's not really a genre that I'm super into because it's a little bit kind of aimless in its goal. They can be fun time wasters for sure, and games like Hades that have some kind of narrative implication, or, like, you know, more roguelite types of games that have a progression to them, I can get into a little bit more easily, but most of the genre is not really something I'm drawn towards, and a lot of those card-like mechanics tend to be in that genre. I do know there was that Baten Kaitos remaster. I think those were GameCube games. That has like a card kind of system for its battles. I wonder if that's like a Switch exclusive or if that came out or what. As I would actually be curious about maybe checking that out. Yeah. Because I don't know that I ever really fully made the connection. That's like a lot of a lot of adjectives. I don't know that I like fully ever made the connection that I like card systems in games. And so I feel like I would actually I'd probably dig those games, considering they're based around cards and whatever. It might be a Switch exclusive kind of thing. I'm wondering if that's like a triangle strategy scenario where it will come to PC eventually, or how that works. Because there have been some Switch exclusive like third-party games that oh, is Monolith Soft? One of their older titles, I guess. I actually don't know where Monolith got their start. Because did Monolith do Xenogears and Xenosaga, or was that just the creator made those games and then he moved over or created Monolith Soft years later to make Xenoblade? Because, you know, with the popularity of Xenoblade, I know Xenogears and Saga are different, but I feel like they gotta do a Xenogears remaster or remake or something, right? I feel like it'd be kind of stupid not to. I'm actually not gonna heal. I'm gonna save. And if I get ambushed by a boss fight, there's gotta be a heal block before the boss. That's why I'm like, yeah. I might plan to do Bowser's next time, since it seems like there's going to be another segment here to even unlock it. Oh shit. Oh, I see. Xenogears is square. Oh, the director moved on to make Monolith Soft. That makes sense. That makes sense. But Square wanted more Final Fantasy instead of Xeno. That makes sense. Oh, you got 4 of the stamps down for BN4. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I know Xenosaga, like, Gears is like a standalone title. I know Saga is connected somehow, but I actually watched some videos about the Xenosaga games because I was curious. I didn't retain shit about the story, but from what I understand about the development is that the creator wasn't really able to fully realize his vision with those games. And that's why I'm like, man, it'd be insane if they did, like, a remake kind of on the same scale as a 7 remake or something, but allowed the creator to realize his vision through like a massive remake like that. But I don't know that Square is willing to make a bet on a game like that, a remake of a game like that these days, because they've been very vocal about doubling down on their like highest budget, like guaranteed successes essentially. So like a lot of Final Fantasy is probably on the way. More than has already been coming out, which has been like kind of a lot when you consider how sparse Final Fantasy titles were for a while, especially for anything non-FF13 related. But I do think that a Xenogears remaster would make sense. I'll just copy up. That's one of those you can kind of cheese by jumping with all three. Oh. The Chronicles games were essentially what the creator's vision were? Interesting, okay. That's cool he was able to do that, though. And also, like, I guess shout out to Nintendo of Europe for, like, localizing Xenoblade Chronicles 1 for the West. Because, like, that would not have happened without them. And that's why all the voice acting is, like, British people. Because it was done by Europe. Oop.
Let's go.
Let's go. Not the batarangs. I think I leave the cards alone until the boss fight, probably. Art books are always a reliable source of lore behind the scenes with the director. That's cool. Yeah, I like those kinds of books. Because even if they are mainly art books, usually there are extra tidbits. Like you have your Hyrule Historias and whatnot. As crackpot as I think the Zelda timeline is, that book is still really cool. Oh, I see. Didn't quite make it. And I do have the spawned hour-long analysis videos. That's also good stuff. People putting in the work to kind of synthesize all that down. Oh, they needed to be translated. Oh, I see. What the f— okay, I'm trying to anticipate too much. Nice. Oh shit, I anticipated, damn it. You need to, like, release the drill almost immediately. Like, almost when it's, like, perfectly lined up. You can't, like, lead your shot, as it were. At least not as much as I'm wanting to, clearly. Okay, good. Ah, fuck. Damn, that's a little tricky. What's up, Serenity? Got that. The drill sound when it's in the circle sounds like the boss death sound. Shit, so we're on like kind of a timer here. Lit, we made it. I did it. And this has got to be one of the... Yeah, one of the buttons that's going to unlock this. Cool. This is already Partners in Time. You're not having to line up the laser beams, but, you know, a little laser beam puzzle. I think I was pretty thorough in here. Okay, yeah, we'll do this one next then. Scouting for beans. Oop. Is it always exactly 10?
Let's go.
That should count as an ambush, but whatever. Oh. Didn't quite nail the timing on that. Bomb derby since they're weak. I probably should just use one of the cards. It's a little late to use the EXP one, though, but maybe next battle I just lead with that. Also, I should have copied up instead of attacking. Oof. I was saying how Mario could stand to actually die, though. Saying that out of context makes you sound like a psychopath, but I mean for like, so that way Luigi and Paper Mario can get a little bit more EXP. I think I might do that. Like, try to get Mario to die. I mean, they need to attack him, so like... That's kind of an issue. But I just do this. Yeah, because I feel like one more battle's worth will line them up nicely, EXP wise. So I'll do that. And that way I don't have to do like an additional battle to get Luigi and Paper Mario to level up once Mario does. Yeah. Let's actually look at the stats screen real quick. That's what I was going to check earlier, too. 560 to next. 636. So even, like, maybe one more, but that's a lot closer, for sure. Paper Mario is still a good bit behind, so that's, like, kind of unavoidable. Without really getting too risky, I think. recovers 30. This might be a little bit of a waste because there is that heal block outside, but we're not outside, are we? There's a bean over there. Can I? No. Payback where DX. Hold up. Sometimes lets you deal. Okay, so it's just better defense. I feel like giving Mario the better defense gear at least, and then even though give star points whenever you take damage. I'll take the payback wear on Luigi, just their standard. I think that's correct, right? Bring their defenses a little bit more in line with each other. So a Mario can actually take some hits. Although then again, the speed buff on Luigi would bring him more in line with Mario, but no, because Luigi's defense is already good. Mario needs a little bit of help on that front. These are worse. Okay. I'm actually down to fight these guys.
Here we go.
Here we go. So I can use the EXP booster off rip. Yeah, I actually don't want to risk killing one of these guys, because I want the EXP to apply to all of them. Rock this. And then I still have the 50% one for the boss fight in this current iteration of this deck. And in fact, the boss fight, this is probably not even going to be that great in a boss fight, so I might as well use this too. Nice. I've got a shit ton of coins. That's a 10k? Oh my god. That seems crazy. I don't remember how much those cards were costing, but 10k still seems like a shit ton. Should fight these guys too. Nice, got the ambush. Oops. Rip. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the timing on this is going to be kind of perfect. We'll do Bowser's next time. Ideally some of the backtracking, and then even if the next two streams have to be kind of long, I don't really mind. Oh, I see. So we do this. I'm assuming they... Yeah. Yeah. Lit. Oh, that... Oh, whoops. I see. Gotta go up from the middle. There's some beans down there. Let's see. Get these. Two down, one to go. And that is probably a direct entrance to Bowser's Castle, at least I would hope so. Let's use the heal block real quick. Well, maybe I should just fight these guys first. That was a mistake. Oops. My only question is, why do they make like a splat sound when they emerge from the ground? It's a little unsettling. $68 is insane. Go Fire Flower. Way too early. Fire Flower again. We'll just hammer. I have a feeling this is going to go on at least one more turn, so I can copy up the next time. Okay. I feel like that's a new attack. I don't think I've seen that one before. I do think it's funny. I don't know how I didn't notice this or comment on it yet, but Paper Mario cheering them on in the background is fun. We'll copy up this time. Nice. He's moral support. I almost jumped. Forgot that jumping does not work on these guys. Like, Luigi is still slightly behind, but it's a little bit less bad. Okay, so these are all just stat buffs on level up, which... Only one bro can select these. Okay. Interesting. That makes them a little bit more interesting, but not that interesting. Jump attack power by 25, hammer attack by 25, counter attack power by 200. Or, well, yeah, 200%. So by 2 times. Reduces damage taken from enemy attacks by 25%. Receive bonus EXP every time you eat a mushroom. I feel like that's just a way to quick level. I feel like I'm doing okay, though. I feel like it's either Counterer or Iron Body. I feel like Counterer is kind of potentially busted. Like, double damage on counter attacks is pretty major. Go ahead and take that.
Let's go.
I should go heal, though. I want to see, can I, like, ambush with you with this? Can I go diagonally or not? I guess not. I doubt this does damage, but I want to just see.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it does initiate battle, though. Early as shit. Nice payback, though. And I actually have BP to use this, which will make this go by a lot faster. Oh, early on that transition there. Got the group. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Early. A little bit late for the counter. We'll just bomb derby because I can go fully heal again for free. Lit. We get the Luigi level up now. I feel like I also go for Counterer on him. Just because that seems pretty busted. I do appreciate this game has so much more ranks, so you have a chance to actually, like, make more decisions. Whereas I feel like in, like, Bowser's where it was introduced, it's like you gotta go for gear slots, right? And that's like 2 or 3 of them out of, like, 4 or 5 at most. I think there's, like, what, 5 ranks total, so you get 4 rank ups, and 2 of those are, like, basically mandatory to be gear slots, right? That's like easily one of the... It's like the choices in BIS are not balanced in a way where I'm like actually considering most of the options. And sure, it's kind of the same thing here, but you know, maybe you want Luigi to get a little bit more power on level up, but only one bro can select that. So there's like something a little bit more there. Like a little bit something more to it. Shit. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that you could change paths. Whoops. Ain't no way I was that close after fucking up so badly. Holy crap. I thought I was gonna make it for a second, but no. Okay, now that I realize I can actually change paths, this makes things so much easier. That was almost super clutch, which would have been kind of hype. In fact, if I didn't bother on this next, well, actually it is good to go for the third one here, so you avoid the oil slicks. Yeah. So is that it for this one? There are some bean spots on the wall on the way out though, but... That destroys that. Somehow the toads or whoever's hanging out don't get impaled by, like, crystal shards. Use these stat boosters. Power. Round Luigi's up to 60, but then we'll give it to Mario. Defense. Yeah, why not? Did I pick up any more gear? No. I did get something new for Paper Mario, but... How gloves 10%? Same 10%, okay. The thing is, like, yeah, technically some of that was backtracking, but honestly a lot of it is just... Like, we're going to the same overall areas, like we're in the beach again, but it's new parts of the beach. Like, I guess you would still call that backtracking, right? Like in Super Metroid, for instance, when you go back to older areas, you are usually doing that to get to a new section of that area, or a new area altogether, which is definitely not the case here. So yeah, I guess you would still call it backtracking. Also, that doubled counterattack power allows us to one-shot these which is kind of crazy. Oops. Way too early. Bomb derby. Oh my god. That was pretty bad. But yeah, next time will be Bowser's Castle. And then there's a little bit more backtracking. I don't know how much, but there's definitely some. And then Neo Bowser's. So ideally, if I could do Bowser's, that was really bad. If I could do Bowser's next time, and even most of the backtracking, so that way Neo Bowser's could be all I have to worry about for the finale, that would be great. Even if one or both of those streams has to be a little on the long side, I don't mind too much. Oh, nice. So the... Oh, that's cool. Music is still catchy as always. Oh. I'd like to not fight these guys, ideally. I'll fight the ants, if I have to. Because Paper Mario is just... I'm just going to select the next gear slot for him, I think. Since that'll be his last one. So it's not super interesting. I'll just get like another 10% power boost or something. By equipping the scarf along with the gloves. This game's actually kind of fun, though. Which is good. At least it has that. Sure, I'll fight the bat. A little early. Or a little late, my bad. Didn't aim it properly, either. I think the counterattack damage was the right call. Big damage. Little fire flower. I don't know what to do here. I guess I'll hammer and just try to kill the ants. That didn't work. Nice. Let's see if there's anything unique for him. Oh, copy max +2. Ooh, that is tempting. Receive bonus EXP, yeah, mushroom EXP, iron body. These are all the same, right? Just stat boosters, gear slot, star points, copy max +2. That's tempting. But I also feel like I'm doing okay without the extra copies so far, so I kind of want the... I kind of want to just max out gear slots, and then I can get creative with the last 3. So at level 27, we get the next rank up. Yeah, it is tempting. But just because, like, what, 2 more copies, that's adding another 33%, right? You go from 6 to 8. You're adding an additional third of what you currently have. So I'm gonna equip currently like a 10% boost. So it's not 33%. I don't know if it exactly equates to that. If it's like 33% attack boost exactly in the number of copies, but there will be better gear to equip than just a strict power boost, I'm sure. And having that flexibility going in, like, as we approach the late game is going to be big. I haven't really had issues with Paper Mario's damage output either. Or his frailty, because that, like, it kind of doubles as both, which is kind of fucking sick, actually. Like, the fact that his copies are both a defensive thing and an offensive thing, that's really cool, actually. That's really damn cool. It's a shame all these interesting game ideas are in a game that is so kind of cookie cutter with its story and setting. It's like kind of the double-edged sword or whatever. That's not the right term. Alright, so is there going to be a boss fight, like, right here? What did I just get? Just got a new pair of gloves. Counter charge. Increases your star points when you successfully count... Oh, that's big. Because you don't get star points when you do that. So what are the regular charge gloves? Increase the star points you accumulate after attacks. Is it better on Mario or Luigi? What does Luigi have? Metal gloves? That's just a defense boost? Yeah, give me the... That's a pretty big defense boost, mind you. What is the defense boost exactly? 25? Is it like a flat 25? This brings him down to 95. What would Luigi be at with these? 100? That evens them out a little bit more. Now Luigi's faster, which is weird, but not a big deal, really. You successfully counter an attack, and Luigi is... Well, they're about just as bulky as each other, right? Luigi's a little bit bulkier in this current setup. So he probably lives more consistently, which means he's going to be landing more counterattacks, probably. I don't think it matters too much. Let me just double check there's nothing else I want to equip. Super boots are worse. These are worse. Yeah, I guess charge wear whenever you take damage. That's another option for Luigi, I guess. And then we put the counter charge. I guess it doesn't really matter. No, I'd rather have the payback chance than star points. I haven't really had an issue with keeping my star points pretty high. I'm gonna save right here, So that way I can soft reset if they ambush me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna heal up. I was thinking they would give me a heal block, but apparently not. 96 is fine. And then we've got a ton of syrups, like a metric shit ton, that I'm never gonna use, so I might as well use them now. Oh, and there's probably some stat boosters. Yeah, a few more. We think Paper Mario's strongest one is 11, so I can do that 4 times exactly. Luigi, most of the time I'm using Fire Flower. Then again, on a boss it'd be Drill, which I don't know if that's like 6 or something. Let me double check the cost of these. What is it under? Guide? No. Collection? No. How do I check my... Oh, there's a blanket easy mode, I didn't even realize. No, maybe it is under... No, it is under guide. You go to battle... attacks... 3D red shell, drill shell... Can you tell me the cost of it? Why does it not tell me the costs? Can I not check the cost of my fucking moves? How does that make sense? Whatever, it doesn't really matter, but if I am like 1 point off, Mario's Bomb Derby is 7. So I'm not even close to getting another use of that, because I'd have to hit 42. Yeah, the gameplay, it's fun. It's pretty good. Like, the gimmicky stuff, like the papercraft battles are kind of, they're fine, but just like the standard combat is really good. I'll do this for Luigi just in case he's, like, on the cusp of being able to use a pro attack an additional time without having to syrup up. I just keep min-maxing Mario's power, I think. And we'll do that. Alright, stats are pretty much maxed. Well, I guess I should have used the stat boosters first, but whatever. And then the 2 points of health for Mario, he's fine. He's fine. So we're gonna get ambushed, right? Yeah. The fake out, or is something gonna happen when I step into the pipe? Oh shit.
Oh, no.
That's funny. Oh shit, we're getting mugged. Your mustache fell off. You're a real shroom.
Let's go.
It's my Mario Kart 8 main. How come you guys get to use battle cards and we don't? Hey yo? Yo, this is kind of cool. This is a Strega using shift moment. Holy shit. Learning patterns, learning patterns. Yeah, when Navis use chips, that's another analog that's good, yeah. Ah, fuck. It's all about learning patterns. Okay. I kind of want to intentionally lose now that I have a little bit of info. I don't want to, like, try too hard. You know? I mean, I guess I might as well, because if I still... Well, no, because then it's like if I drag the fight on... Whatever. It's like if I drag the fight on and then I still lose, it's a waste of time. So it's almost like I'd rather just start over. This is fine, though. I'll just go for it. Because this way I guess I get to see more of their moves before I potentially lose. I guess because Larry is in the way, Ludwig can't get hit by that. Might as well use this. Copy up. Okay. Okay, a little bit early on my Paper Mario jump. That was definitely better, though. And we got payback damage, so that's solid. Not the chase. Oh, it's the boomerang one, okay. I don't know if it's better for me to knock the Shy Guys or not. Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, so unfortunately they don't take damage from that because of their star card. Go ahead and throw this out. So catchy. I guess if they trigger their like enraged mode when one of them is low, I should damage them evenly in that case. Oh, and we're actually... So it used to be that those drill attacks did like 1 and the Luckies would still do 1. But with the power boost, I guess we're doing 2. And the Luckies are doing 3, which is cool. Which you probably observed. I don't need to explain. I doubt the power boost stack, so I should wait till this one runs out, though. Use this. I feel like it's better to maybe kite individuals instead of using the whirl when there's only 2 enemies. Maybe? My mashing wasn't great on this one. I mean, it was decent, but... Still an excellent. 107 damage is really pretty damn good. Oh, that's sick. And so now I gotta remember when I dodge this one. Yeah, oh, I need to be, like, way higher in the air. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna call it as soon as I finish this boss fight up. Seems like I am a good bit underleveled though, considering that's big. That's big damage. Wow, holy crap! I've got a squad of 19s versus these level 24s. Then again, it is 3 against 2, to be fair. They're already... Oh, they're already pissed off. Okay. We take those. I'm gonna copy up. Got the chase. This one's pretty easy to manage, or at least according to last time. That was bad. Alright, Luigi died, which is unfortunate. Does boost their power, right? Yeah. It'll deal 60 damage. Oh, we can't let that happen. We gotta kill them before that happens. Luigi. I feel like this is a good opportunity to use a DX. My singular DX. I think I'm just gonna go for that. Because we need to push damage. I need to not be on the back foot here. It was Bomb Derby. Especially if it only hits Larry, then maybe he'll die. Nice. That's huge. Nice. Let's go. Do I double down on Larry? I think so. Got the chase. Hell yeah. That's one down. Yeah, no, the drill shell is pretty fun to use. Oh, a 1 cost defeats all Goombas. In a deck of 10, I don't know if that's necessarily worth running, but it's definitely not terrible. I think I use this now so that way I can reshuffle for the next area. But I just go ahead and Trio Kite. I feel like this kills. Or he dies in the next... He might die in the next, on the next turn. But without Larry, I don't know that he is going to be able to acquire the star points that he needs. Assuming he doesn't die to this. That might be a new record for me, 1729. Go for the rocket. Single target. Stay on target. Stay on target. He's nearly dead. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Way too early. Okay, holy shit. That's a 292? Or am I insane? There ain't no way you're spamming this. It looks like it's settling around Mario. When I landed it. Oh no, Luigi's not gonna get experience. Bruh, what the fuck? I should have tanked the hit and double one up to kill him the next turn. Because now Luigi's gonna be fucking behind, dude. God damn it. That's so annoying. A hollow victory. That fight wasn't even that hard, thankfully, but it was pretty fun. Luigi being behind again is like really fucking annoying though. How bad is it? 861. Oh my god. I mean, that makes sense. He's like 3,000 points behind now. But Jesus Christ, man. It's so fucking annoying. Like, I'm tempted to soft reset and fight them again just so that that doesn't happen. But I know that's not the right thing to do. It's just like... man... I really should have let Mario die there. I didn't think about how much that could have done. Then again, I don't know if he would have gone for it again and he just does it until you counterattack it. That's all, like, that might be how it goes. Whatever. Like, Luigi will catch up eventually, I guess. Probably not even by the end of the game, but... it's possible I could at least let Mario die. I don't really care if Paper Mario is, like, ahead, necessarily. But I want Luigi to catch up to Mario, at least. So maybe I still do the strat where, like, I let Mario die. Another L for the underdog brother, yeah. I hate that. In a game, like in an RPG like this, where the party is completely static, I like to keep everyone even, or as even as possible. Sometimes there are reasons to, like, keep them uneven, but... don't know how that last attack was telegraphed. It's like the sparkles were, like, kind of surrounding the character that it was gonna land on. It's kind of hard to read. I'm just like, do I soft... like, I'll probably call the stream here, but I'm like, do I soft reset and fight them off stream again to make sure that doesn't happen? That seems annoying. the Paper was gonna... I thought he was going for Paper as well for a second, but... Yeah, I'll think about it. But, next time... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna kick my compulsion by saving. And I'm just gonna say, like, nope, that's what happened. It happened. This game doesn't seem like it's gonna be so difficult that it's gonna matter that much. It's just gonna annoy the shit out of me until it's resolved, but whatever. I guess I could do some off-screen grinding where, like, I let Mario and Paper Mario die, and then I just get the kills with Luigi. That's, like, kind of another option, but whatever.